Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. It's summer vacation time, and with Safety Systems, folks, you don't even have to worry about your home while you're away. You can control all your security devices, from cameras to locks, with just a simple button push on your smartphone. If you need to open up the door for a cleaning crew, or somebody's going to drop something off, or you need somebody to come in and feed your dog, you just click a button on your phone, door's unlocked, they go in. When they leave, you click a button on your phone, it all locks right back. You can watch them while they're in there on your phone, on your cameras via the phone. Just a tremendous peace of mind investment. Call VFL JJ Surlis and the folks at Safety Systems this week and talk to them about security systems for your home or your business. All right, Athlon magazine this week. Boy, when I was a kid, I used to go spend time with my grandparents, and it was just a countdown. We'd go down to the grocery store every day to see if the new preview magazines were out. And I used to just tear into the Athlon magazine when it came out. Well, they came out with their magazine this past week, or at least their predictions. Tennessee, number 2 in the East, ahead of Kentucky, ahead of Florida. Now, they finished 3rd in the East last year. If you're going to finish 2nd, you would think you'd have to be ahead of Kentucky. You're probably going to compete with South Carolina. Florida should be better. Maybe Missouri if they pull a surprise. I don't think Vanderbilt's a worry. But what's it take, guys? And let me just get the football guys here quickly to start with this one. In terms of where Tennessee must improve, how they must improve, what do they have to do to make that climb to number 2 in the East?
Penalties. Got to cut those penalties down. I mean, we can't go into a game expecting to win a game and we're giving up 100 yards of penalties. Now, we have an offense that can compensate for that, but just imagine we don't give up 100 yards of penalties, how many more points we score in a game, and how about field position for when we don't score for the defense.
That's a good one to watch, because we've mentioned on the show before that Josh Heupel's teams have a history of a lot of high penalty numbers, so it's one to watch. Marlon.
Penalties was a good one. It made me think about that. I would say create more turnovers. Create more turnovers on defense. Offense is going to score points. I think that's proven. I don't think that stops. Even if it's not at the amount it was last year, they put up enough points to where you're going to be in ball games, if not leading ball games, if you can create turnovers.
All right, very good. And also, if you're creating turnovers, you don't have to have the best defense in the world. So, all right, very good.
We don't get points.
Josh, where are you going?
So this can turn into a turnover because you're getting the ball back. 3rd down defense. They were near the bottom of the league last year. Missouri was at the bottom, and Missouri was awful. So to be the next one up is what you need to improve on. And take the ball away. That'll, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, that keeps teams from being able to extend drives. But as the season went along, I think that became a bigger problem. Teams that have running quarterbacks, that was a problem, especially on 3rd down.
Chuck.
Well, I mean, those are all good ones. I'm thinking, how is the secondary going to play out? Who's going to emerge? And with so many new faces back there, guys, are you going to be able to create some of those turnovers to get off the field on 3rd down? I think that's going to be one of the key position groups on your whole football team.
That's good. We've all got 5 different things. All 5 of us have a different thing. I'm going with improve your quarterback depth. And here's what I mean by that. I don't think the jury's back in on Joe Milton. People have made their decisions. Maybe he's had a good offseason. Maybe he improves and takes a step forward. Maybe your new freshman coming in is ready to step in. But you got a guy in Hendon Hooker who's not the biggest guy in the world, ran for 600 yards last year, doesn't like to go out of bounds, doesn't like to slide, took some hits, got knocked out of the Ole Miss game. This whole offense, this whole season, I mean, he's getting some Heisman talk out there. Yeah. I saw him ranked as the number 2 quarterback in the league this year to Bryant Young the other day. If you've got a guy that is the centerpiece of your whole season, you better keep him healthy, and you better have somebody ready to go if he steps out for any reason, if he has to come out of that game. So for me, it's in quarterback depth. So quarterback depth, proving the secondary, 3rd down defense, penalties, turnovers. That's where we're going.
Well, that's a good list, Joe.
That is a good list. All right. When we come back, I thought this would be interesting. Some Vol fans last week last week after the game, you saw online some Vol fans want Tony Vitello's team to tone it down a little bit. Others love the in-the-face style and say we're going to be just as rowdy and ugly to you next year when you come in here. And that's me putting it kindly. I was going to show some tweets, but I had to black out too much. Yeah. I had to hide what was being said. So that was the tame way of saying it. So you got kind of a split there. Some people like, I don't like this, and other people like, I love this. does Tennessee baseball need to tone it down a little? I wanted to have a wide variety of opinions. Young guys, ex-athletes, geezers. Me and Sterling. Sterling doesn't look it though. It's gonna. And we got somebody who's close to the team, Vince Ferrara. So let's bring it out. Let's talk about, does Tennessee baseball need to tone it down at all? Come on back on the Sports Source.